Hey everybody, and welcome back to TCG Saturday. So if you watched my TikTok or the short I did on YouTube, I featured a Pokemon TCG live deck where I ended up getting 6 prizes at once. So that deck is the Tsareena EX deck. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through this one kind of slow so you can kind of see the numbers I have there for what my ratios are for everything. Most deck lists I've seen kind of look the same. For the most part. So we're going to go through the cards individually here. So we've got Bound Suite. That's just our base. That's just our base level here to get into our Tsareena EX. So just there so we can evolve. We have Steenie, which is the stage 1. That's if we don't see rare candies and we have time to build up there. But then star of the show here, we've got Tsareena EX Terra. So it's got one attack, and that's the whole reason we actually play this. We have Icicle Soul. For 1 grass energy, put damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon until its remaining HP is 30. It also has the attack Trop Kick, which heals 30 damage from this Pokemon and it recovers from all special conditions, which is also really good and does a very decent 180, so it can 2-shot pretty much all the big Pokemon. We have Manaphy for Ben's protection. Vanillite, another one, we just need the base form so we can get into its stage 2, which is Vanillix. Now, Vanillix has the ability Frigid Room. Your opponent's Pokemon that have 40 HP or less remaining can't attack. That's all we care about with Vanillix. Because with that 40 HP or less, and with Tsareena's Icicle Soul attack, we can make it to where our opponent's Mons can't attack if they don't have the health for it. We do run the Bidoof Bibarel combo for the draw. And then to finish everything out, we have Rufflet, and he goes into Hisuian Braviary. We only care about one attack on the Hisuian Braviary, the Eerie Cry. We put 3 damage counters on each of our opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. So, all those Mons that we're targeting with Icicle Soul, which can be anything, can be the bench or the active Pokemon, Hisuian Braviary can come in after and just put the rest of the damage counters on it and win the game for us. Skovit's here just with Nest Dash. That does come in handy every once in a while. We do like that ability. For our trainer cards, we do have a lot of staples: Energy Search, Escape Rope, Hisuian Heavy Ball, Nest Ball, Pal Pad, Rare Candy, of course a must in this deck, Super Rod, Ultra Ball, Mezagoza, Mezagoza being a really good stadium card to flip and get any Pokemon as long as we get heads, Arven, a good staple, Boss's Orders, Iono, Irida, a good staple for water, and Tsareena EX is Water Terra, so we're able to grab that with Irida there as well as the Rare Candy to kind of get going. Big Air Balloon, we can go ahead and put that on our Tsareena or any other stage 2 to give it no retreat cost. Panic Mask, if we don't have the Vanillix combo, Panic Mask can help us keep Tsareena protected. Its ability is prevent all damage done to the Pokemon this card is attached to by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have 40 HP or less remaining. So another really good card to have there. This I'm running as a 1-of. I saw some other people doing it too. I've seen its benefits, and I've had moments where I'm like, it's discard fodder for my Ultra Ball. So Tactical Machine Devolution, the Pokemon this card is attached to can use the attack on this card. If this card is attached to one of your Pokemon, discard at the end of the turn. So you do it for its Devolution ability, which devolves each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. So the reason this is good, I've only had this come up once. My opponent actually had a pretty big backboard of stage 1 Pokemon, and I'd done Tsareena on each of them, and it was kind of getting a stally game. And I really only needed to take like 3 more prize cards, so I went ahead and did the Technical Machine and devolved all of them, and since they keep the damage counters on it, they didn't have the health to survive, which gave me multiple KOs for some of those weaker Mons. So really good against some of those single prize decks that have stage 1 and stage 2 evolutions there. And then of course 8 grass energy. Say we don't really need much more than that because we only need 1 grass energy to get our stuff off. Now I have been having the worst luck playing. Like, I had started out really strong with this deck. I went 5-0 the first day I built it and played it. Trying to play it now, I've seemed to be struggling. So win or lose, we're going to go ahead and try to get 1 or 2 matches here. I've kind of already decided whether, no matter which way it goes, win or lose, we're going to go ahead and get this done. Because I played a game off camera and was finally able to kind of build up and get a win there. And I was like, okay, I think I'm back in my TCG playing mode here. Maybe I can get something going. So, hand-wise, it's an interesting hand. So we've got the Bound Suite, which is really good. Going first, we actually can't play the Arven, which makes me sad. But we do have the Mezagoza, and we do have 2 of the Tsareena EXs. So depending on what our opponent's playing, our fingers are crossed that they can't just take us out first turn. I'm also seeing a Bound Suite on their side and a Mew EX. So this could absolutely be a mirror match. Mew EX is what I'm thinking about putting in and taking out the Squovet, or possibly... Ooh, which one do I want? Because I can't get... There's a chance I won't be able to get 2 of the rare candies. Let's go ahead and grab the Bidoof and kind of be prepped for him there. I am going to go ahead and attach the energy. You normally don't want to do this on your first turn. Reason being, if I can go ahead and get... like, I'll for sure get into the Tsareena EX next turn because of Arven. If I can get another energy, then I'm going to go ahead and KO this Mewtwo EX, so that way they're not filling up their hand. Oh, see, there's their Arven. But yeah, so Mew EX is a card I'm thinking about putting into the deck. I would either take out Squovit, or I would go ahead and take out the De-Evolution Machine. I like that the deck doesn't have, like, Tsarena's really my only dual prize card that my opponent can really kind of can use against me. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to throw in the Mew EX just yet. But all in all, if you're thinking about, hey, I want to build this deck, that's what you would want to look into. And guys, it's absolutely a mirror match. That Bound Suite has a Panic Mask, so this is perfect, because now it doesn't matter how good or bad I do, you will still get to see how the deck plays one way or the other. So the fates are looking out for me on that. Alright, so we missed our Mezagoza, so we want to go ahead and do Arven. And with Arven, we want Rare Candy, and then we are going to go ahead and take a Panic Mask for ourselves. We are going to go ahead and do a Rare Candy. We are going to go ahead and put a Panic Mask there. And then we are going to Ultra Ball our extra Tsareena away, actually, because we do want to go ahead and get that Bibarel. And then the hope is that we're going to draw another energy so we can take out... Oof, we did not draw another energy. No worries. So let's go ahead and do this, because the faster we get Vanillite out, the better. And then we're gonna Icicle Soul the Bound Suite. I know that seems kind of redundant because it's just gonna evolve and then have more health. But I didn't want to go ahead and target the Mew just yet. Reason being, if I can Rare Candy into the Vanillix and they get into their Tsareena EX, which, let's see what they get with Mezagoza, Tsareena EX. If they get into the Tsareena EX and I can go ahead and get out the Vanillix, then Tsareena EX won't be able to attack because it doesn't have the HP. Brute Bonnet. Brute Bonnet is definitely becoming the bane of my existence for certain decks. I'm glad I have a few of them, because I might need to start... Oh yeah, Mew's got a free retreat cost. Okay. Well... This is going to be interesting. Alright. Yep, say it would be weird if they didn't target our Tsareena EX there. Alright. So, all in all, we're not in a bad position. There we go. We're going to go ahead and do another... energy on that Bound Suite. We're going to go ahead and get our Vanillix out. We'll save that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and Mezagoza as well. Let's see what we get here. Alright, we got a heads. Perfect. Alright, so we want to go ahead. We're going to end up prepping for another Tsareena EX because that... oof. That Brute Bonnet can actually do some damage to us in the future here. We got an Irida for this turn, actually. Yes. So we do want the Irida. We'll go ahead and take another Vanillite there and another Rare Candy. And now, all said and done, there we go. We've got another Tsareena on board. I'll go ahead and put Vanillite out just to be on the safe side, and then we're going to do our own Icicle Soul, because that also gets around the mask, because it says prevents damage from attacks. We are technically not damaging, we're just putting damage counters on equal to minus 30 of their health. So In the mirror match, remember that. If they put a Panic Mask on, your Tsareena EX can still hit theirs with Panic Mask as long as it's not putting damage counters on it. So like I couldn't do the second attack if I wanted to. There is Sneasler. Sneasler is going to be a tough one because he puts 2 more damage counters on Pokemon that are poisoned. So Brute Bonnet will go off, which we are killing Brute Bonnet for sure next turn. I'm going to go ahead and Boss's Order it out and then put the extra energy for the Trop Kick. It will kill the Brute Bonnet, it'll heal me of my poison, and I'll gain 30 health back. Gardenia's Vigor. Isn't that a draw and attached to energy? Yep. Okay, so we're 1 energy away from genome hacking from Mew, which is another reason why I thought about putting it in, because in some of these mirror matches, Mew can just say, oh hey, I'm going to take this attack now, and I'm going to do it. Alright, so we're retreating. Who are we retreating into? Now, I think it says it can take any of my opponent's attacks, right? Yes. No, opponent's active Pokemon attacks. Ah, so it will be able to KO... it will be able to KO my Tsareena because it'll be able to copy the Trop Kick, which is why we have another Tsareena out there. So I still feel pretty comfortable with this right now. Let's see. That's gonna suck. That's what's gonna cost me the game right there. Oof. Okay, so I need to get 2 more rare candies, which I don't have. I've used 3 already because I had to go into that Serene. Well, I'm glad you're all able to see the benefit of the de-evolution card there. So let's go ahead and do this. This is kind of tough. I'm going to go ahead and Iono because I don't really have much of a choice on that one. Let's see what we get. I was hoping to get another... Serene. Okay. We'll go ahead and... Nest Ball, we're going to get Rufflet out here. I'm going to go ahead and Mezagoza just to see what we can pull off. Alright, so we did Squove it for a weird reason, if I'm being honest. Alright, so we're going to Nest Dash. And it gave us another Mezagoza. And the one thing we were missing was our our last rare candy, which could very well be in the prizes. Alright, so Mew will get the free retreat. I don't know how much more energy they have left, but that is how devastating that technical machine can be. If used properly, and that was 1000% used properly. I don't know if there's a way to come back on this one. But again, guys, this is the mirror match, so you are getting to see the deck play from both sides of it all. Definitely gave me a better appreciation of the devolution. I am back to considering putting Mew EX in for the Squovit, taking the Squovit out and putting a Mew EX in. The Drampa is interesting. I wonder if they do it for the Call for Family. Let's say the Drampa definitely caught me off guard. The Brute Bonnet's actually a good play in there too. I would say this one's this one's definitely a more aggressive build. Just in the sense that you would use Tsareena EX to weaken them to 30, to only 30 HP, but you would poison with Brute Bonnet beforehand, and then have the Hisuian Sneasler and then they die in between turns. So you'll always be able to kill what's ever in front of you. Yeah, see, like, what just happened there. I was poisoned, they switched, then I was taking 30 damage, so no matter what, everything dies in between turns. That's kind of brilliant. I kind of like that. I'm going to kill their Tsareena, though, just out of spite, because my feelings were hurt. So, let's go ahead and do this. The rare candy is in the deck. We'll go ahead and grab the panic mask as well. I have another bound suite here. Let's keep our fingers crossed that this Mesagoza goes off for me, because I really do need my bird. I did not get it. Yikes. And after I went ahead and grabbed that rare candy too. That way I don't have to search for an energy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and be a bad player here, and we're going to do Nest Stash. And let's see what we draw with our 4 cards here. Wow, nothing. We're going to do Irida and Arven, and then we might just actually straight up be in trouble. We'll see what happens. I definitely wanted my bird so that way I could KO their Tsareena EX because they don't have another one out yet. And then as I say that, there's another Tsareena EX. Let's see. So are we gonna retreat, or are we just gonna do the other attack? Because like either works. Okay, yeah, we'll drop kick to heal because that is the correct move. We're just gonna go ahead and put our bounce speed up there because we do have the Irida. Hey, look, Vanillix. We don't need Vanillix anymore. Alright, so there's our rare candy back. I mean, that's the... You know what? Here we go. Oh, let me go ahead and draw. I want to draw more, so we'll do the Nest Stash real quick. Our one card was Arven. We'll do Industrious and Scissor. Boss's Orders would have been fun to play versus the Irida, but I didn't really get a choice in that one. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and kill their Tsareena, because I'm spiteful. And we'll go ahead and get 2 prize cards. Let's see what they are. We got Irida and our own Technical Machine De-Evolution, which isn't gonna help us as much as it helped our opponent here. Alright, so all we're needing is just 1 energy to go ahead and knock me down to the 3. My fingers are crossed that we don't see an energy. That our opponent's just kind of like, eh, whatever, because then I'm absolutely taking the Mew down. Nope, there it is. And then that will end up KOing us, because Icicle Soul will put us down to 30. The Poison will do 30 in between turns. Which, I'm not even like really mad about that one, guys. That's brilliant. This is a very different way to play the Tsareena EX deck than what I'm playing it. And I'm not even mad. This is actually kind of fun. Put to 30, do the poison, kind of get yourself set up on that one. There really isn't much we can do. We'll just do Arven. We'll just grab these fun things. And I'll say that's pretty much going to be it. And then we'll just shuffle it all back in because that's how we want to play. Let's go ahead and end. I think I'm going to try to do one more game. But I am glad I got to play this one as the match here so you guys could kind of see a different play. I don't have a list like this. This is the first time I've actually seen someone play Tsareena Brute Bonnet. But I do think it's a very, very fun way to play the game. I do think that's a very fun deck. Very fun version of playing this. I might actually try to build a different version of this one just so that way I can try it out. Oh, that didn't even dawn on me there. Yeah, do Trop Kick if you don't have to do the poison, and then you just heal the status condition. You heal the special condition on there. That's awesome. All right, yeah, we're gonna definitely try to get one more game in here. If you haven't watched the channel before, one thing I've always stated is that it doesn't matter win or lose. I know when some people record, they do. They kind of set it up to where like, oh, like they try to play the matches where they win just to show off the deck. I'd just rather not do it that way. Only because to me, it's just important for me to see what the deck struggles against and how things could have been played differently. That may have resulted in a win versus always seeing a win and then me kind of having that thought process of, oh, this deck doesn't lose. So it is important for me to be able to look at that. We are absolutely going against a Roaring Moon deck. This one's going to be interesting. We need to get our Vanillix out as soon as we're able to. Our opponent's going first, so we'll get first shot at our trainer cards, which is good. But this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, because I mean, why wouldn't you go ahead and start setting up? Oof, and he got his Dark Patch, so that's good. Thankfully, Dark Patch only works if you do the my brain blank, guys. Oh no. Dark Patch is for the bench. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think for a second there. Brute Bonnet. Alright. Okay, so we got 3 Iridas now. That's kind of wild, I won't lie. Let's go ahead and do our Iridas. We're going to go ahead and get our Tsareena, and then we need a rare candy. Now we're going to do Pokestop and see what we can get. We got nothing, and we lost a Tsareena in the process of that one. That's going to be our turn. We're not going to do anything else after that. I mean, he can just do his other attack, and it'll destroy the stadium card. And that'll KO our Bound Suite. But we do have to watch out for that other attack. Because like I said, Panic Mask won't stop that. That's what we need the Vanillix for. We 1000% need our Vanillix. Okay, he passed turn. That's kind of cool for us. We got a Bibarel. We're going to go ahead and do Irida. Let's go ahead and get our Vanillite and another rare candy. There's no doubt in my mind that an Iono would just really mess us up here. But next turn, we are going to be a little bit better off. So let's just keep our fingers crossed here. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's getting Nest Ball. He's going to start building his board back up. Yeah, okay. So we are ready to go and start doing what we need to do in our next turn. Let me look at this one again. Opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. So, Bound Sweet's definitely what's going out here. Irida. And with that, we're going to get Vanillix. And I think a Palpad actually wouldn't be a bad idea here. Alright, so now we're going to Rare Candy. And then we're going to Rare Candy again. We're going to go ahead and do Mezagoza. Let's see if we can get Mon. Nope, we end up hitting Tails. I'll hold off on the Palpad for right now. We'll do Industrious and Scissors. And that got us a Nest Ball. So with the Nest Ball, we'll go ahead and go with the Manaphy for right now. And then Icicle Soul. And now we don't have to worry about that for the moment. Which is exactly what we want to hear, is we don't have to worry about it for a moment. Let's see what he does for his turn. We have the Darkrai up there. I'm hoping we can end this one on a win. This deck, the Roaring Moon deck, is one I struggle against a lot because of the instant KO move if I can't get the setup just right. Okay, we're doing Ultra Ball. There's the Dark Patch. Yeah, if he can set up another Roaring Moon, we'll definitely be in trouble there. With 4 cards in hand, I'm not super nervous about it. Let me reread the Dark right here. Does 30 more damage for each Dark Energy attached to all of your Pokemon. The Darkrai can definitely put in some work, because what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 270. Let's see what else he does for the turn. Cause that only takes 2 energy to do that. Oh my gosh! And now you know why this deck's super ridiculous for me to play against. Oh man. Yep, say that, and that's one of the things you have to watch out for. That absolutely gets around. Oh, we got a Rare Candy. Fantastic. Yeah, that absolutely gets around the effects because he had higher HP this time. Okay, so here's our Squovit. Let's see if I can Mezagoza out something. Which ideally we would want to Mezagoza out our... Let's go ahead and do Arvin. We want a Nest Ball, and then tool-wise, I'm just gonna grab a big air balloon. So we'll Nest Ball. We'll get Bounce Sweet there. Go ahead and give it Panic Mask. Go ahead and do this. I'm trying to make my hand a little smaller so I can draw. I'm gonna go ahead and Palpad the Irida and the Arvin just in case I need them later, and then I'll put Squovit here just so I can draw more. But using Squovit's ability isn't ideal. Okay, so we're set up to go at him again next turn. We'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens here. See what happens. Fingers crossed, guys. take out Mezagoza. Now we just gotta wait and see what happens here. Yep. Alright, so kind of one of those, we're just in trouble no matter what direction we go. So the reason I say that is because they're all set up to do exactly what they need to do to kind of end the game here. Let's see if we can get a Mezagoza. So we 1000% can stop the Darkrai. There's nothing that's going to prevent us from doing that. Ah, so he is in my... Yikes. We are going to go ahead and do this. A boss's order was definitely what I would say I needed the most. So that way I could stop him, but then again, because Brute Bonnet, yeah, he's all set up to do whatever he needs to do to win. I mean, it's one of my hardest matchups, and this is the reason why. We're going to go ahead and Iono. There's my boss's orders. Alright, so we're going to Icicle Soul. I'll say, that'll stop the Darkrai from really going at us, but all he's got to do is switch out to the Roaring Moon there, and then he's got us KO'd. Putting that capsule on there definitely is what gave him the win on that one. So guys, I know, like I said, this one's going to end on a double loss here. I know that's not what people ideally want to see when they're looking at these decks, but I'm hoping by doing this you've been able to appreciate and see what this deck can do. This is a deck that I have been playing a lot more every day. If my dailies will let me play it, I've been playing it. It's been one of my favorite decks to play. I hope you guys give it a shot. That first match against that poison variant of it, that was actually really, really cool. So I'm glad we actually got to see that one, because that was a variant that also had me just kind of like, whoa, okay. We'll go ahead and buy one more tier here. Why not, right? I don't really use these for much, except to do my tiers, and then after my tiers are unlocked, I just save it all. But yeah, so that first one's actually a lot of fun to watch. That was a mirror match I wasn't expecting. Plus, the way they showcased their deck, that was a lot of fun to be involved in. Even though it did result in a loss for me, it happens. And then the Roaring Moon, I definitely felt super comfortable in that one, up until he put that energy. Ooh, there we go, Parasol Lady. Until he put that ancient energy capsule on there, and then I was like, that is what would get you around it for sure. So all in all, that was also a lot of fun. I do enjoy. Roaring Moon is one of the decks I currently have it built IRL, and it's one of my favorite decks that I have right now. Iron Hands EX. That gives me my second one for the live. But anyways, again, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I do enjoy making these, even though this one did result in a double loss here. It does happen. I hope you guys, again, thoroughly enjoyed it. Ooh, Deoxys VMAX. Let's go. We got that fancy art there. But anyways, give the deck a shot. There are other YouTubers who have the deck that you can go and look at and see, just kind of see if their versions appeal to you a little bit more than what mine did. And guys, thank you so much for understanding when I do these, and we end up getting double losses and things like that. Just remember, when you play these decks, you go into a tournament expecting to win, and sometimes you have your good days and sometimes you have your bad days with it. So I do think it's just as important to show the losses as it is to show the wins. Today in our little tournament run, and our best 2 out of 3s we got going, I lost in 2. But guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you guys in the next one.